In Surry County, the general election will be November the 5th, 2024, and the primary election is March 5th, 2024. And today I would like to talk to you about the absentee by mail method of voting. The first step in the absentee by mail process is to obtain and fill out an absentee ballot request form. These are new for each election, so this one is specific to the year 2024. And you can fill out the request form in the top section. You can fill it out for just the primary election, if we have a potential second primary, and the general election. Or you can fill out the bubble at the end that says you wish to receive for all elections in 2024. So that would be the first section 1 of the form that you need to fill out, and that's very important that you do that. For what your need is, so we can get you correct in our system, so you can get all ballots for the rest of the year without having to fill out another absentee ballot request form. And then the basic information on the form is your name, your address, date of birth, that kind of thing. And then of course the voter will need to sign at the bottom. And just remember that the voter just needs to make their mark, whatever that mark may be. A power of attorney may not sign for the voter. No one may sign for the voter. A MAT team person from our staff cannot sign for the voter. The voter must, by the red X, make their mark or sign their name. And these forms do need to be back to our office by 5 p.m., the close of business, on the Tuesday before the election. So for the primary, that would be Tuesday, February the 27th by 5 p.m. And just remember also that you cannot fax or email this form to us. You must hand deliver or mail it to us. So keep that in mind with that deadline as well. Once the absentee ballot request form is back to us, we'll get that entered into our system. And then on January the 19th, absentee by mail ballots will begin to go out. So they will go out all the way up through February the 27th. And that is the cutoff to receive an absentee ballot request form in our office. It's February the 27th, 2024. That way, they will give you 1 week before Election Day to get those ballots back into us by the close of polls, 7:30 p.m. on Election Day. And that is new for this year. Before, voters had until 3 days after the Election Day to get those absentee ballots completed and back to us. Now they are due on Election Day by 7:30 p.m. So I want to make sure everyone's aware of that. And once you fill out that absentee ballot request form and we send you an absentee ballot packet, it's going to come in a large envelope like this, and it is marked election mail. That lets the post office know exactly how to handle this and get this to you. And then with that, the first item in your package you're going to come to is specific instructions. This is 4 pages of instructions that will walk you completely through the process, and the instructions this year even have pictures. It's going to take you all through the steps to fill out the ballot, to fill out the ballot envelope, and all the steps you need to take with photo ID, which is also new for 2024. And you will have one yellow sheet, it's a half sheet of paper like this, in your absentee ballot envelope, and it is a photo ID exemption form for absentee voting. And if you are not able to provide us a photocopy of your photo ID, you can fill out this form with the reasonable impediment. You will select the reason for your impediment that you cannot provide us photo ID. And once you have completed that, if you need to, then you would put that yellow slip of paper into the clear sleeve here of the envelope. That's a new process for absentee. And you will also, on the back of that envelope, is the information that you'll need to fill out for us, and that is make sure the yellow box is the areas you need to make sure is filled in. The first yellow box is for the voter to sign. Again, just like the absentee ballot request form, the voter must sign in that box, no one else, just the voter, and they must make their mark. Then you need one witness in the top box, the second witness in the second box, or if you cannot find witnesses, you can have a notary fill out the box there toward the bottom. And then if you need assistance in filling out your ballot, that is allowed, but that person will need to print their name, their address, city, state, and zip, and they need to sign. And they do not have to live in North Carolina. The assistant can be anyone from anywhere that might be living with you or staying with you. Just whoever helped you or witnessed the process needs to sign there. And then you will fill out your ballot, put it in this envelope, seal it. Make sure either your photocopy of your ID is in the clear sleeve or the ID exception form is in this clear sleeve. Another part of the packet will be an example of what photo IDs are acceptable for the absentee by mail process. Again, clearly with pictures, the different options. And then on the back, if you are 65 or older, there's a chart with the year of your birth. And if you are 65 or older, you can use an expired license or an expired ID if that form of ID was not expired on your 65th birthday. Otherwise, it is acceptable if it's expired, if you're over 65 years old. And then finally, you will put your completed ballot and ballot envelope into the return envelope that will come back to our office, and it says on it clearly, return ballot envelope. We will have already filled in the label here that will be on the envelope for you, and you will just have to cover necessary postage to get this back to us, seal that up, and you have voted. And then we also in your packet have an I voted sticker, so you have participated in the method of voting that is valid and accurate, that you've participated in the primary election. So that is everything that's included in the absentee by mail packet.